Got some wake.
Welcome aboard our Merry Fisher 895 Antoinette. We are on our way to the beautiful Tangalooma Wrecks. How long does it take to get from the Gold Coast Seaway to Tangalooma?
Welcome back to the Rudder. My name's Damien and this is Brooke, and we're on our way to the Tangalooma Wrecks. We stayed overnight, so it's been a beautiful morning, and we are just coming round to the tip of Russell Island. So from Russell Island we're going to go round to the west side of Peel and straight up to the Tangalooma Wrecks. I've charted it all out on a chart plotter so we can have a look at that later. From the Seaway, there's plenty of videos we've done up to this point. If you look for our Turtle Bay video, that's where we are passing just now. It probably takes about an hour and a half to get up to the tip of Russell Island, depending on how big your boat is. This is a 6-knot zone for us to get up through Russell Island. So once we get past Russell Island, we can open up Antoinette and get on our way to Tangalooma. At the moment, we're 32 nautical miles away, so we'll see how we all go. And once we're up underway, we'll check back in with everyone and see how it's going. We've used 68 litres of petrol so far to get up here, so depending on how your boat's going, that's all good. But yeah, let's check in as we're on our way to Tangalooma. Sort of show you a bit of our plot. We're just going to the west side of Peel Island there, and then we head straight up to Moreton Bay. So I've got it all plotted out. There are lots of banks in Moreton Bay you need to be aware of, so it's beautiful to have a chart plotter like this, but you just need to keep your eyes open. Well, we're underway. We're into the bottom of Moreton Bay where it opens up. We've got everything plotted. We're about 30 nautical miles, and it says it's going to take us about an hour. It's a beautiful day on Moreton Bay. There's a lot of boats, so we've got to keep an eye out. As I said, 26 knots we're going, and we're using about 70 litres of fuel, so it's a very good run. Let's get to it, and we'll see you next time at Tangalooma.
We're just passing Tangalooma Resort now, and we're just heading towards the wrecks. There's quite a few boats here today because it's beautiful conditions. How long did it take to get through the bay, Damien?
It was pretty much an hour. Even though the conditions are quite nice, it was a little bit bumpy. There's certainly Moreton Bay can throw up a bit of swell and chop from almost nothing.
So we're going to be really careful about when we do make the trek up here, because as Damien said, it's a very open, wide, expansive body of water that you have to pass through. It is protected, however, yeah, the winds can make it quite choppy. We've got beautiful conditions. It's very light winds from the south this morning, so that's why we got up bright and early and made the trek up here. And it's meant to swing around to be light northerlies after lunch, which is perfect for us because we'll head back down south just after lunch, I'm thinking. We're going to pull up inside the wrecks and show you what it looks like. The waters are beautiful turquoise today. We're going to jump in, we're going to do some snorkeling. So we'll throw in the anchor and we'll see you shortly.
Well, we've got to try and, we'll show you in a second, we'll try and throw in the anchor. There are a lot of boats here today because obviously this is a really popular spot. So yeah, let's have a look at where we can find a spot to grab an anchor and relax a little bit and enjoy beautiful Tangalooma Wrecks.
We've dropped anchor. We're in about 8 meters of water here. We're actually quite close to the shoreline, but we navigated our way through the wrecks, which is just behind me, and you can see potentially that there is a significant amount of boats through there. So we couldn't actually find anywhere to drop the anchor in there, but what we're going to do is we're going to move. It's a little bit rocky where we are at the moment, but what we're going to do is, because we're rocking around here, we're probably going to go and anchor on the other side of the wrecks, so on the west side. It's light southeasterlies at the moment, but I don't think the winds are making this chop. It's just the significant amount of boat traffic. So we want to get up nice and close to the wrecks so that we can do some snorkeling. I don't know whether you can see, but the waters here are beautiful and turquoise. It's a lovely, stunning day here, but it's just a little bit busy. It's definitely worth the trek up from the Gold Coast though. So we're hoping to have a swim, do some snorkeling and show you some of the wrecks from underneath the water. So stay tuned.
So this is what Tangalooma Wrecks are all about. I'm literally in the middle of the wrecks, having a snorkel round. We've got puppies on a sup. It's still a bit bumpy. We had to move and we went to the outside of the wrecks because the inside of the wrecks are very busy. And outside is quite bumpy, but it's okay. So we're floating around and there's a bit of current, but it's pretty good. Whoa! Check out the size of this thing coming through. So there's some big boats that move through here and it's crazy that there's people swimming at the same time as that boat is cruising. Right, time for some more snorkeling, time for some more puppy fun. We did move to the outside of the wrecks where it's a bit shallower, and you can see here it's about only 1.5 meters of water. And one of the great things is, with water this clear, you can go out and check your anchor and how the road's going. I tried to keep the road really short because there was a lot of boats around. You can just see there's the 5 meter mark, but you can see the chain is bouncing a lot. There was a fair amount of weight pushing us around, and you can see it's bouncing all the way out to the anchor, which I wasn't very happy about. I tried to keep it short because I didn't want to swing around much because of the boat traffic, but that wasn't really what I wanted. So you can just see here how much we're bumping around. So I let a bit more anchor out. You can see here it's laying a bit better now, and now you can see the 5 meter mark, that white mark is on the floor, and now 5 meters of chain lying across the sand. A much better way to anchor. So one of the great things of being in such clear water.
We've just pulled up anchor and we are going to head back to our anchorage for the night. The water here is getting a little shallow and we want to make sure we make our way back south across the bay before the winds get up. They're only meant to be light, but still we want to avoid the chop where possible. We've had a beautiful time at Tangalooma Wrecks with hundreds and hundreds of other people, as you can see. Perhaps it's best on a weekday to come here. So I guess it is a new year and it's holidays, so it's to be expected that there are hundreds of people here. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the Rudder.